Alright guys, April 20th, Season 1, Wisconsin. I'm out here on Friday, I'm hunting the weekend. Got up to my public land spot, I haven't been here in like 8 years. Got a bird to gobble on the roost, first spot I checked. I walked in, I set up one hen decoy. And talked to him for now about half hour, 45 minutes. Doesn't seem like he's moved. I know he's in this pine plantation. I'm cutting right on an edge of public and private. Heard another hen. She's in between me and him, so I'm going to have to compete with her, try to get her over here. But yeah, see how it goes. At least we got some action already, so go with that. Well guys, just had our first turkey come. I think it was probably that Tom that was gobbling earlier today. Yeah, he wanted pretty much absolutely nothing to do with me. But yeah, I had him come through about 75 yards out. He went all the way across, but he was, I know there was one long beard for sure. I'm guessing it was him. He came right from that area where he was gobbling. And the last gobble I had from him was a lot closer. But he looks to be henned up, because yeah, he had, from what I could see, I mean, he was running through pines and some thick underbrush. It looked like he had about 6 hens with him, so yeah, my one little lonely hen wasn't enough for him, so it was cool. At least we got to see our first bird. And I haven't been in this spot for probably 10 years. So it's kind of just a whim. I'm going to go hit up some private land later this afternoon, so I just figured I'd swing through here, seeing I was up in the area. And I know they had birds, so kind of noosing around today because I'm not used to hunting in 1.5 feet of snow. I'm not just a matter of trying to find birds, because what I'm used to doing, they're not doing that. But hey, saw our first bird, had a little action, but I think I'll pack up and move on and go check out some other spots, and then I'll go head into that private land for this weekend. Later, guys.
fixing
I didn't even know where you're recording. Hey, you're actually pretty good. Good job.
I've done that before. But anyway, we had turkeys gobbling like right outside the back door.
We got 2 toms over here.
Yeah. Oh, but it's been exciting this morning, even though we got a lot of snow on the ground. Having those toms gobbling really warms you up, but we'll see what happens here. I don't think we're out of the ball game yet, so we'll get into details after this. We gotta get back to hunting. Hey folks, we're coming from the blind again. Bud decided to screw up. We had this silent time. That was away from the 2 hens and the other Tom. Come in and he busted us. He was coming right into the decoys. Bud decided to get out of the blind for some ungodly reason.
Because you told me to get out so the call travels farther.
So, I guess we were educated by that time. Any thoughts?
Nope.
Bud's a little salty this morning. He's just pissed because he's not getting beer breakfast.
Not the first time I got busted. It's not going to be the last.
We got 4 hens and a Tom right down there.
We started to hunt them on this side because when we spooked them driving down this road, they jumped in down into here. So then we tried hopping in, and this is pretty much just a sheer cliff. So we couldn't advance too much farther. We're still trying to find them, and then we finally spotted them. They were right below where they jumped into the woods, up over this hill. So then we decided we were gonna get closer. And we came up with plan A and plan B. Plan A was to be aggressive and just go down the road and try to get in there. Or the other second was to climb up this drainage ditch and get up above them on the opposite side of the road and try to call them up. So Eric decided to be conservative. So he made us go up and try to call them up. Because he said if they don't come, then we can just bum rush them down the side of the hill, and if we bust them, we bust them. So we ended up getting all the way up that ditch. Come up here a little bit. So yeah, right about in, is it this one? No, not this one. See if we can see them. But now we just made it that far. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I mean, what, maybe 100 yards.
Yeah. So the turkeys were right up over here. Right on, I don't know, what would you call it, Bud? Just kind of like a grassy...
It's a grassy ditch line.
Brush. It's so, and another thing that was important, this was seeing the most sunlight. I mean, the direct sunlight's right on this patch. I mean, if you look, there's snow all around here, except for this patch. So I think, wouldn't you have to say, Bud, we found all of our birds, like, on open patches with the snow.
Yep, they'll walk through the snow, but they want to be on the ground. Bird we saw this morning, he'd strut on the ground, but when he was walking in the snow, he wouldn't strut at all. But now, I don't know if you can see it, but
If you go up about right here, you can see his tracks.
yeah, you probably you see the tree where we were. We ended up finding a big triple oak tree. We got to that tree, and as soon as I popped around, that's when I saw the birds were back on the road. So we could not get any farther, any closer. And instead of being able to set up in front of the tree, we got to kneel down behind the tree and do Elmer Fudd on just peeking around. So we got all situated, set up, gave a couple purrs and a couple yelps, and I didn't hear anything back at all. I'm like, all right. Then I peeked my head around and I kind of stood up a little bit, and I saw that Tom jump in the snowbank on this side of the road, and he was making a beeline. So, but it's how it goes.
Yeah.
We made a plan. The plan worked to a T. But
Might have to edit that.
yeah. We made a plan. Plan worked out perfectly. The turkeys did exactly what the plan were doing. You know, it was just the final outcome, you know, didn't exactly work. The first shot I took, he was still within range. He was probably over 40 yards. The second shot, I was praying and hoping. But, you know, when he went up to his ditch, and his ditch was a lot shorter, or a lot deeper than what I thought. And when he popped up, he was about 20 yards from us. And all I saw was head, and I just moved a little bit to grab my gun. And yeah, he saw me and took off running straight away. So, I mean, it was still an ethical shot. I mean, he wasn't flying, he wasn't doing anything like that. He was running straight away, so I had a good beat on his head. But I don't know, with me rushing, I pushed the shot. Didn't even have the gun really shouldered right, so I was probably off of my aim. But we went and checked his trail. You know, there was no blood on the trail. We watched him run all the way to the end of this lot. He flew over the road, flew 150 yards into the other woods over there. You know, he landed, and I know it was a clean miss. I'm confident it was. So
Yeah, and like Dan Infalt says, we put ourselves in opportunity, and it's hard to really complain. I mean, everybody else we've talked to is really struggling today with the snow finding birds, because it seems like they're in big flocks. And
yeah, I mean, even this one, this was a five or six bird flock.
Yeah.
We know there was 4 hens for sure. But I mean, it was just the luck of the draw, because we're just driving roads trying to run and gun now. And when we came past this spot probably 2 hours ago, there was a truck sat on this grassy spot with a guy hunting here.
Yeah.
We came back through, and I wanted to look to see if he was there, if he was out by his truck, so I could talk to him. And as I'm doing that, that's when I saw all the birds sitting there. So sometimes you get lucky, and you just got to figure it out, you know. But
well, persistent pays off. I mean, we've been hitting the road since what, 8:30, right after breakfast this morning. So
about 8:30 we hit the roads, and it's 3 o'clock now. So we put the miles on. I mean, we talked to those 2 of them this morning in the blind.
Yes.
We had another gobbler that we were on, but that one he bailed on us real quick.
Yeah.
We saw another flock of turkeys on another spot, you know. So I don't know, for everybody saying that there's no birds around, I guess, I mean, we're probably pushing. We've seen over
3 toms today. We could have killed, but just
not the second one. The second one we didn't even see.
Oh,
that's right, the second one that busted us. In the blind.
That's what I'm talking
in the blind we had 2 toms. But
yeah, we've had 3 toms within what, 60 yards today.
3 toms within 60 today. We had another tom talking. So
I don't know. I guess that's about it. It's just staying persistent, finding those bare spots when it's snowy. I don't know what else to add. So
we gotta go get some more fuel, and then we gotta go and set up for tonight's hunt. We still got another 5 hours of hunting yet.
Yep. All right. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.